It is interesting though, because both of you have kind of started to be in the industry by streaming on Twitch. We kind of did it the different way around. So we were a developer, and because we kind of were into the position and the opportunity to say like, hey, we can communicate with our fans and people that love kind of the stuff that we did via Twitch. So we did it from a game developer perspective. Thought like, hey, this can be a cool outlet to also use. So it's kind of like different way-ins. So
different way-ins, but it's amazing how it goes, because I'm telling my story, and then I'm hearing Luca's story, and then you will hear Paul telling that, okay, we started making games, and then we've discovered that we can stream and then connect with our community via that. It's awesome. It kind of shows how intertwined everything is. For me, how close connected everything is. And I think that's what we're going to talk about today, and I'm excited to talk about it.
So maybe to kind of go further on that, when you started this thing, so from just a perspective, if somebody wants to be a content creator, it can be YouTube, can be Twitch, how did you came about to start that? What kind of was the initiator for you to say, like, I'm going to do this? Because I hear a lot of people, they say, yeah, I want to do it, but I first want to have more than 1,000 subscribers. And then I will start something. What will be your starting point? And how did you start?
Well, I'm going to start, and then Luca, you can share your story, because they're going to be like a little bit of different perspective. For me, I was involved with another website that kind of discovered Twitch as well and wanted to use Twitch as another platform to promote themselves. That was years back. And I was a massive gamer back then, and they approached me and they're like, hi, you like video games? Do you want to try streaming? And I went ahead and like, I've never done that before. I'm going to look stupid. They're like, no, people going to love you. So I did that. I did one wild stream playing Mass Effect, because I'm like, if I'm playing a game, that's going to be the game I love. So I'm going to be passionate about it. Before I knew it, I started my own channel, and people just started showing up. I basically did it as a hobby thing, because I worked as a teacher of English back in the day. So I taught over Skype. And as an outlet for my gaming passion, I did stream on Twitch occasionally. Quality was terrible, but it was just such a new feeling that you're playing the game, but you also have those 3 or 5 people watching it with you and living those moments with you, and you can share it with them. It's like back in the day when your older brother or sibling or a friend plays a console, and you just kind of sit on the couch behind and you're watching, and you both share wins together, or you lose and then you go, it's such a great way to pass time, and you feel like you share something and you have something in common. For me, that was never something I wanted to do for a living. It was just an awesome way to spend time with people who love, back then, Mass Effect as much as I do. So that's how it began for me.
Awesome. What a sweet story. Is that kind of the same perspective for you, Luca? Or do you have kind of a different way how you roll in?
So for me, I was on Twitch for some time before I started streaming, and what broke me to actually start streaming was that I was watching a streamer who I really liked, and I was part of the community, and she was playing RimWorld, and she was really bad at it. I was like, okay, I have to show you people how to play this game. And that's basically why I started streaming. And I realized that basically, like Lena says, people are there with me and talking with me, and we are spending time together. And as I said, I at the time was very badly disabled. I couldn't work. I couldn't do much stuff. So I had this amazing place where I could do something that I love, which is play games, and at the same time connect with people. And for me, it was always like, it would be great if I was, making a ton of money from it, but it was not the main motivation, because I kind of feel like if you go into it with that motivation, it will not work that great, or like you will be doing a different kind of stuff rather than just try to stream and have fun. But yeah, so for me, it was something that gave me, I don't want to say like meaning of life, but when you are disabled and you cannot really leave your tiny apartment, then you really need something to hold on to, something good in your life, and that was streaming for me at that time.
Yeah, nice. I think the internet is a great connector in that sense. So even for the people that can't really leave the house or they are blocked, I think that's amazing.
I honestly, for the first couple of years, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how the whole, I hate this word, but I'm going to use it, networking. I hate this. How the whole connecting with other streamers, with companies, how maintaining Twitter, and just basically building your presence all over social media and kind of making friends. I didn't know how it worked. So I just, it was pretty much, I was in a bubble, whether it was my channel and then maybe some friends that I've made, and then just people who were watching me. And that is not a good way to do it. I don't know why it worked for me, but I was just, because that was never my main thing. It was something I did after work for a couple of hours. So I think 2 years in, I've realized I need to make friends. And I started making friends with other content creators, and eventually the community suddenly started to grow because, you know, you end up sharing the same interests and whatnot. As for the game developers and publishers, I don't think it was till 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, I was going on a vacation to Prague, basically, and I contacted the developer of the game that I really loved, and their office is in Prague. So I'm like, I'm there, can I come visit? Love your game. I played it, I streamed it, I sent you clips of bugs for you to fix it. And to my surprise, they said yes. I was there, I visited, that was, you know, a giant revelation. And then I had lunch with one of their people, and then the person said, I looked at your social media and you never tag any developers or publishers when you play video games. Why? And I just sat there kind of taken aback with like, but who cares? They will never care about me. I'm just, you know, just a streamer on Twitch, one of many. And then the person was, you're mistaken. They care about that stuff. You should try and approach them from your side, tag them when you play their game, maybe post a nice screenshot, post a nice hashtag. You will see people will love you. So I was extremely shy, but I'm like, why the hell not? I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So after that event, I started tagging developers and publishers of the game that I felt strongly about while streaming them or just enjoying them. And I think that's when the real connection started to build, because some didn't care. Some didn't give two craps about me and my tweets, but so many have responded, retweeted, and that's when we started building the conversation, and people have started approaching me as a content creator.